Self-reliance. Introverts excel working alone. Introverts thrive in solo, working alone type of environments. They are self-motivated. Introverts don't need others to motivate them or stimulate them. They can literally do it all on their own. They can entertain themselves. They can go to the movies by themselves and be just fine, as long as they don't feel weird, right? But that's the whole purpose of this channel, is to help introverts build confidence in who they are. Thank you for watching. 7 hidden superpowers every introvert possess. 1. Deep thinking. Introverts tend to process information very thoroughly. This leads them to very insightful ideas. This leads them to very well-considered ideas. And this unlocks a level of creativity not everyone can go to. Introverts give ideas so much thought. They look at the positive side as well as the negative side. They don't let their excitement get the best of them. They take the time needed to think through a decision when emotions are low. A lot of people make decisions when emotions are high, but introverts tend to need more time to reflect, think about it before they make a final decision. This is a superpower for them. This can be very advantageous for them when it comes to career moves, when it comes to even simple situations in their day-to-day life, because them giving it thought can work against them at times, but oftentimes it puts the ball in their park. 2, listening skills. You hear that silence? Introverts love silence. Introverts listen to people. You ever had a conversation with an introvert and you were venting out your problems, venting out whatever you were going through, and they didn't say a single word, yet it felt like you had a full conversation? That's one of the things that introverts do. Introverts make great salesmen, not in the regard that they sell very well talking, right? Introverts sell on the flip side. They sell by listening, asking the right questions, getting people to talk about them, asking people certain questions that invoke their own creativity without pouring out everything they think and what they feel and their opinion. Introverts tend to listen and respond rather than just proactively throw information at people. This is also another advantageous skill for introverts because it just gives them that leg up in the world. I mean, the world loves silent people that listen more than anything else. No one likes a loud person. No one likes a person who's constantly not listening, right? Everyone wants someone who listens. So as an introvert, they can use this to their advantage in any endeavor of their life. Their career, this can help them get promoted. Their relationships, this can help them understand their partners better, understand their friends better, ultimately leading them to a better life if they use this power to its maximum capacity. Number 3, empathy. Empathy is very powerful, but before we talk about empathy, let's define it, right? I'm not going to give y'all the exact Google definition, but I'm going to give y'all some gold advice that my rich uncle taught me a while ago. I used to wonder, I thought that sympathy and empathy meant the same thing. They do not at all. Sympathy is simple as, hey man, I'm sorry that happened to you. If that happened to me, I don't know what I would do. Or sympathy is, that sounds bad, man. Dang, if I were in that predicament, I don't know how I would react. Empathy is, if I were you in that predicament, I probably would have acted the same way. You get what I mean? Empathy is seeing the world through someone else's eyes, not yours. Seeing the world with their values, seeing the world with their beliefs, and to help you understand why they did what they did. If you always got your own beliefs in mind or your own values, it's easy to judge another person when they're telling you their story, when they're telling you, this is why I did this, right? If you're not empathizing with them and you're just sympathizing with them, it'd be very hard for you to connect. But introverts naturally have this superpower, and it helps them connect with people on a much deeper level. Number 4, focus. Introverts can concentrate deeply and for long periods of time on one task. This gives them the leg up when it comes to real productivity. Introverts might not be multitasking, they might not be all over the place, but best believe the thing that you put in their hand, introverts are going to get it done at a high level. They have high standards for themselves. They like high quality work. It might take a little longer, but with introverts, their power to focus and lock in, it takes them to a productive level that a lot of people can't get to because they can't sit still, right? The introverts naturally like to sit still. Be still and know that I am God. Introverts like to just sit there, absorb whatever they need to absorb, lock in, get into that deep work, and get the task done. So as an introvert, they make great employees for office settings. They make great employees for one-to-one type jobs, right? And they work very well alone simply because their power of focus, like I said, it makes them almost like a one-man team. Number 5, problem solving. Introverts are very good at problem solving because it goes back to that first superpower I talked about. They are good at deep thinking. And with problems comes a lot of thinking to figure it out, right? And if a person isn't thinking too deep about the situation, they won't be able to solve the problem. But introverts often excel at math. They often excel at tasks that require step-by-step procedures. They make great inspectors. They make great detectives. They make anything that requires them to focus on a problem and really delve into it and figure it out piece by piece. Introverts become masters at that. And it's a natural given trait that every introvert must be aware of so they can reach their maximum potential. Number 6, observation skills. Introverts are keen observers. They sit back, they listen. If you're around an introvert that you just met, most of the time you will notice they're quiet the first few days, maybe even few weeks at a new job or in any setting where they're new. They're going to be quiet and just sit back and observe before they really open up about themselves. Before they make friends, they sit back and chill. I remember when I first went to the Navy and I was just chilling and everybody was like, as my personality started to come out, as months went by, people was like, dang, I don't know what it is. I didn't think you had any personality because you were so quiet in the beginning. But that's because I was observing. Introverts naturally observe their surroundings because it's just a smart tactic that they do. They do that to not only warm up to people and because they don't really trust people off the bat. They need time to know that they can trust you. They need to hear you tell your life story without them asking, right? They need all this information, pieces they can put together to help them figure out, you can be somebody I'll be friends with. Number 7. Don't keep that one. Number 7, creativity. And this is my favorite one. Introverts are analytically creative. You get what I mean? Introverts aren't you give them a paintbrush, they just gonna paint a wild canvas. No, most introverts are like, what do you want me to paint? Give me an idea of what it is. They get a system and then they get creative inside the system. That's the best way to bring the best out of an introverted analytical person because they want steps. Yes, they like things to be organized, but their creativity is completely different. Really, introverts is the ones that go off and become Jeff Bezos and they become Rockefeller, right? Warren Buffett. All those guys are introverts. And if you read their personality type, a lot of them are very analytical and systematic and things of that nature. But unfortunately, we live in a world that is very systematic. And if you can master systems, which introverts naturally are drawn to, you can unleash a superpower that will take you further and beyond. So those are the 7 hidden superpowers that introverts possess. There are many more, and I'll discover each one of them and I'll tell them to y'all as the time go by. But as of now, I appreciate you for watching. My name is Rasta White. If you want to see any more introvert videos to help boost your confidence and your self-esteem, check these videos out right here. I'm here to help every introvert unleash their inner hero. Peace out.